Welcome to Switched On Schoolhouse Vietnam Era. In this half-credit high school history elective, your students will study the Vietnam era with units that cover topics like the origins of U.S. involvement in Vietnam, a nation divided by war, the legacy of Vietnam, and much more. Many Alpha Omega homeschool courses include semester reviews and examinations. The review lesson provides a focused review of lesson content, helping to prepare students for semester and final exams. Alternate semester and final exams are also available. Now let's take a look at a Vietnam-era lesson to see how topics like these are covered. In a unit entitled A Nation Divided by War, let's look at a lesson called Viet Cong Tunnels. Most lessons begin with a brief introduction and a list of goals or objectives for the lesson. These objectives help students stay focused on important lesson content and provide parents with an effective way to measure mastery of lesson content. The objectives for this lesson are identify the features of Viet Cong tunnels, identify Operation Cedar Falls, and describe the job of tunnel rats. At the beginning of most lessons, students will also encounter a list of vocabulary words that will be used throughout the lesson. We've included review and reinforcement activities to encourage mastery of these important words. For example, students can hear the correct pronunciation of each word.
Iron triangle. Rome plows.
A Vocabulary Games arcade provides additional practice designed to help students to learn the spelling and definitions for the vocabulary from the lesson. Flashcards provides a fun way for students to review the definitions for the vocabulary words. Here's a sample. More than 25,000 engaging multimedia activities have been included in Alpha Omega's computer-based lessons to engage student interest and bring learning to life. The addition of these interactive activities encourages learning by allowing students to become actively involved in the lesson presentation. Now let's take a look at this innovative interactive presentation that allows students to explore the Viet Cong tunnel system. At the end of the lesson, your student is presented with a series of questions that provide a review of lesson content. If the lesson contains multiple sections, after completing section 1, the student continues to the next section, reading the text-based instruction and answering the remaining questions. Questions are presented in a variety of formats. Answers are automatically saved as the student works through the questions, with 85 to 90% of student work being graded immediately by the program. A student is given the opportunity to reattempt questions that were answered incorrectly the first time through the lesson. The lesson is complete when the student has answered all questions correctly or has exhausted his allowed attempts.